morning, 7 minutes past 7. East Riding MP David Davis is backing a campaign which claims the new tax system is forcing parents to work or lose money. As it stands, two parents can earn up to £100,000 a year without losing child benefit. But the threshold where only one parent works is £50,000. The government says the current system is rewarding families who want to work hard and get on. But the pressure group Mothers at Home Matter says children who are forced into childcare at an early age can become emotionally damaged. Well, the Halter Price and Howden MP David Davis joins us on the programme now. Good morning.
Good morning.
What is wrong then with this system, do you think?
Well, I mean, it's the latest in a whole series of effects in the taxation system which effectively penalise mums who want to stay at home to raise families. And what the campaign organisation Mothers at Home have found is that actually youngsters who are raised by childminders and not by their natural mums don't do as well. They've got all sorts of psychological risks. Not everyone, but a significant proportion of them. And so for good family reasons, we shouldn't actually discriminate against mums who stay at home. Now, the latest thing you talked about, the child benefit one, is quite a good example. If you earn, £50,000 a year each, you have two parents, then you get the full child benefit. If both of you work, so you get £100,000, you still get money from the taxpayer. On the other hand, if one of you works and gets £60,000, you lose the child benefit. So it's a very good example of how the tax system, as it's now constituted, actually militates against mums who want to raise their kids rather than go out to work. I want to make that decision, and I take the view that decision should be for the mother, should be for the mother and the father together. It shouldn't be for the state to encourage one way or other.
Yeah, I mean, the government's saying the current system's rewarding families who want to work hard and get on, but you say actually that's none of their business, really.
Well, I mean, truth be told, why should the government be saying to people, well, both of you should go out to work, when one wants to go out to work and one wants to raise the family? We're the Conservative Party, at least, is supposed to be a party that believes in families, believes in encouraging families. Now, this all started many years ago, really, when people quite rightly said we want to give mums a choice, but they've gone the other way now. They've gone completely beyond that. They've gone to the point where now somebody, a mum who stays at home, is penalised by the tax system rather than it being neutral, rather than it allowing her to make the unfettered decision.
So are there cases then of mothers who are back to work who frankly don't want to be but have to be?
I think there are a number of them. I mean, we have fewer in our region, frankly, than the south of England. I mean, the south of England is really hard because the numbers we're talking about are quite big for somebody living in East Yorkshire. But in parts of the country where the cost of living is very high, there's a very large number of mums who are basically forced to go back to work because they can't afford to stay at home and raise the kids.
Now, I know you met with the campaign group Mothers at Home. Now, Mothers at Home Matter. What advice would you give to them, given that you are somebody who has campaigned on previous topics and knows how to get a campaign going? What have you said to them? What can they do?
Keep going, because it takes time. It takes time. I mean, what every government, no matter what its colour, will always turn around and say, no, our policies are fine. Thank you very much. We've heard what you said about our policies are fine. And what you have to do is you keep going at them and actually keep giving examples, keep showing how it's having an effect and how that effect is deleterious. And much of the work done on this is done in places like Sweden, where a lot of Swedish mums went out to work in the last 30 years, and they're now seeing some of the effects of it, and that's where the academic research is done. So you've got to actually make them look at the research. And they changed their minds. I mean, last year we had a campaign on caravan tax, if you remember, and we got them to change their minds on that. This will take a bit longer than that, but because it's in many ways, a much bigger issue in terms of the sheer amount of money involved. But they've just got to keep going, keep getting allies, keep getting MPs to support the idea, keep talking to people who intrinsically support what they're trying to say. And what they're trying to say is very simple. It's, we think mums should choose whether they stay at home or go out to work. And there are analogues for this. There are sort of other aspects of this at every level of income. The one we're talking about is quite high because £50,000-60,000 a year is quite a lot of money. But there are effects of this all the way down the tax system, and it ought to be that mums choose, not the government chooses when one parent wants to stay at home and raise the kids.
Thank you very much. That's David Davis, the Halton Price and Howden MP, joining us on the programme. 12 minutes past 7. We'll talk a bit more about